so you're doing. Okay, gotcha.
I'm just cutting it.
Yeah.
If you want it done right, you're gonna have to take over. Okay, this is attached right here. I think that makes sense. The umbilical cord runs basically through the liver, as I recall. Yes, one of the part.
What?
Which one part of the liver is like the remnant of the umbilical cord, isn't it? Because
Right, yeah,
incoming nutrients have to go through the liver first.
Right.
Yeah, well, I kind of made a lot of progress with that, but I'll come on to them anyway. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
And there's the digestive tract, or the.
So, Bill, microscopes? Or are we
I have to put the urinary tract slides over there.
Yeah, so this is definitely the umbilical cord. Okay, as you can tell, because this is directly attached to this
We did not use the slides last
vein
time.
that's going through the liver.
That these slides came in.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's this. I'm just going to cut this.
Or when
Actually,
you
it's
run
kind of
out
cool,
of
but I don't
microscopes,
think
put
I
out on the bench top.
slice. There it goes.
Huh? Do you want the microscopes out?
On the bench.
Okay.
Boy, what a mess.
Yeah.
I probably
Okay,
punctured
there
something
would be
on my initial cut. On my initial cut, I probably punctured something.
Okay, and
Yes, use scissors in the future. It's going to be more intelligent. Slice some more. See, this is all the small intestines and the large intestine. This might have been it. That might have been why there's some goo
that's
here.
the stomach, you mean?
No, the stomach's up here. I think this might have been the large intestine. I may have punctured it. In which case, this is all just
Whoa,
waste.
whoa, whoa. This is the liver,
Liver, yeah.
right? So
Yep.
the stomach should be like right underneath the liver.
Oh,
Right
maybe
here,
that is
yeah.
what I did. Oh, no, maybe you're
Yeah,
right. No,
that's
what
the
happened.
stomach, yeah.
I think maybe I punctured it.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
okay.
what that is, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, the small
sure.
intestine is like all these.
Oh, no, you're
that
right.
small,
Sorry, small
yeah.
intestine, this is
That's the large
intestine.
intestine,
There it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
The ascending, transverse, and descending.
Well, you know, the pigs have it kind of different, but
Mm.
as far as transverse go, but so there's the small intestine. Can
Yeah.
you see the gallbladder? Did
Yeah,
you puncture
it's
the gallbladder?
No,
Is that what you did?
no, the gallbladder is fine. It's right up underneath, inside. There it is, right there.
That big one here?
It's the green pea, squashed pea. Right up underneath
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
that's
side
right.
of the liver.
Oh,
There it is.
God, this stinks.
Yep. Told.
Oh.
Yeah, you were making
Yeah.
fun of me. No, I think I probably
I
punctured
thought that
something.
they use like different stuff nowadays for.
I probably punctured something.
Carol-
I don't think I did the
Carol
cut right.
something.
I probably cut it wrong. I think that's what happened. So
You cut it wrong? Hey, so.
I probably cut into. You're supposed to use scissors.
How do you
I was
do
cutting
it?
since I was cutting this down with the
some
scalpel. I
scissors would
probably
be
cut
good.
something else.
So those, yeah, but
So why don't you try cutting the flesh with these and see how
Yeah.
well it works.
is this how you do it though, Bill?
Yeah.
Like you go like that
Yeah.
and then okay.
And open it up in here.
Just
I'm
making
gonna
sure that I.
want to get this rib cage open a bit more. Eh? Go through the clavicle and muscles.
So you cut from here to here, down, and then I guess then it's a Y
Oh, okay,
going in
gotcha.
the same direction. I thought there were better pictures in here.
Snip. Yeah, these guys go through.
Nicely
deeper.
done with your nails, Amanda.
Thank you.
They look
Thank you.
fantastic.
I know. I look like I actually tried it live.
It's too bad the foreman's going to peel it off.
Yeah,
Looks
well, I wonder if you'll fool anyone. No, I'm kidding.
Very good
That's
color.
what we wear gloves for, though. Is to keep our manicures pretty and our hands soft.
Yes.
Not to protect
While
us
you're
from
sli-
harsh chemicals.
while
No,
you're
no.
slicing it up.
Thank you for that.
Like
Uh-huh.
exfoliating.
Okay, so this is all the diaphragm. I'm slicing up some more.
I thought there were better. There was a drawing of how to
Here
to
we
the
go.
kidney, you mean? Or no, to cut the. Oh,
Here we
right
go.
here.
There's the lungs. We're on the lungs, and there's the heart in the middle. Heart and lungs and heart.
Okay.
Exciting. There's
All right.
lung.
One more thing that I wanted to see, Aleo, is like, can we see the kidneys behind there?
Yeah, they're behind
somewhere?
there in the back. You gotta drain the juice out to see them.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Here we go. Time to make a mess.
Maybe we just.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to tip it.
That's gross.
Ugh,
Like what you did.
yeah, I know. Well, I'm having an off day.
That's all proteins.
I'm trying not to watch.
Oh, this smells worse than a cadaver, I swear.
It really does.
Formalin, which is formaldehyde.
Wait a second, is that the spleen right there?
Which?
Or is that the pancreas?
What is? This is all. I thought this is all just part of the large intestines. I thought.
pancreas is right underneath the stomach. And it wraps around the stomach.
I'm gonna go through some more flesh here and get this all out. Hang on, let's tip it again. I made a
Oh,
bigger
perfect,
incision.
okay.
Made a bigger incision.
Cut it actually all the way if you want to.
Yeah, I cut it off right. Yeah, I definitely cut into something I shouldn't have to make all this goo go everywhere.
Already. There's a stomach, and associated wrapped around the stomach
Yeah,
has to be the pancreas.
I think so.
Yeah. And
Kidneys are in the back. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see them.
but you know, I
without,
just don't
well,
remember
not
the
without cutting
spleen.
anything out.
You know, 48. Let's just see 48. That might be the
Okay,
spleen.
let's try this.
That is the spleen. Yeah, that's the spleen. Aleo,
Yeah?
that's the spleen. Yeah, it
Okay.
seems like it.
Slice. Let's get it in the
So
giant one.
liver here
Has to
and
be
then
the liver.
spleen there.
I thought that was the stomach. No?
No, the stomach
The
is.
stomach is the big guy.
The stomach is the big guy, but the spleen is this little flap,
Flap
in there.
next to it. Yeah.
So spleen,
Yeah.
stomach.
Stomach.
Yep.
Yeah. I think.
Spleen or pancreas? Spleen, I think.
Where was the page
Oh,
that
sweet,
has the
sweet adaptation of neurons.
digestive tract? Okay, there you go.
Okay, there's one of the kidneys in the back, right there, by the way.
Spleen.
That
Yeah,
is.
so what we said
that's
is
the
right.
spleen. Yeah, that's the spleen. Okay, where's the pancreas? Doesn't say anywhere pancreas in here, does it? Maybe it's just really super hard to
Hang on,
like.
hang on,
notice.
I'm gonna get this out. I'm gonna put open here. Open this a bit. Let all the goo out. There it goes.
Come on, when you were young, you lived for that smell.
No,
In
No,
the good
actually-
old,
I'm not young anymore, and I never lived for that smell. Let me tell you.
So here's one of the kidneys, by the way. Got it nice and exposed.
Sweet.
There. This guy right here, the big bean. Can't see it too well because there's kind of all the junk in the way.
Yeah, if you could just drain that, just cut like the whole flap down there. I mean, it's like
Okay, let's go subtract this.
I don't think
Nice.
the dead pig minds.
I think the dead pig wants us to learn, and we will learn more by cutting
Yes,
him more.
I
exactly.
want to try and
Chop me to
open this
pieces.
up without. Okay, there it goes. Leaking open, and then yeah, there's this. There's
So, okay, cool. All right. All right, so here you can give an example of the kidneys, but you also can, make sure that you talk about retroperitoneal, organs like the kidney, which is the peritoneal layer, covers part of the kidney, but the rest of it is on the back, on the dorsal side of the, peritoneal cavity. And so, and the other side is covered with adventia, which is a specific type of connective tissue surrounding the kidney. Yeah. So.
Is that how you say it? I never did figure that out.
Adventia.
Okay. Yeah, my eyes watered up real good.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you guys not? Well.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
No, I'm dying too.
Leo is like a soldier. He's
I
like,
like-
going through that, nerve gas, just like no problem.
Yeah, I'm a soldier of academia. There's the other kidney. There it is, real good actually.
What do you call,
can see
it?
right
The
there.
tear
Point it
gas?
out for us.
The tear gas is what I meant to say.
Tear gas. Tear gas. They didn't
Have you ever
use no-
experienced the tear gas?
I'm not.
It is the most awful thing ever.
I'm sure. I'm sure that'd be fun.
Wait a second. So so you want to make sure that you point the peritoneal layer, in other words, here the membrane, the serosa membranes, and to tell them that all of the digestive organs, especially the intestines, the small and the large, and the stomach, are covered with a visceral peritoneal layer around it, right, with the mesentery.
I think hopefully your
They don't
everyone else's
have-
dissections don't go this badly, and then I think that this is probably goo from either the stomach or large intestine or something unpleasant. I mean, I could be wrong. It might just be preservative, and they're all going to be this horrible. But I don't remember it being this
I
bad.
guess it's kind of hard to
But then
see.
again, I don't think I've cut one up in a long, long time.
All right, another thing that I was
Ugh,
wanting to
there's that smell.
to be able to see is if we could see the parotid glands.
Parotid glands? Where,
Yeah,
where
they're
you
like
mean,
right by the face here.
Right. Oh, geez. Okay.
So if you were to continue, let me just see. Maybe it'll.
It's pretty sharp scalpel, so
Yeah.
should be able to get there.
Uh,
Parotid. Where are those? They're like.
right by the zygomatic arch in us, but on a pig,
Wait, do we
it's
even?
like that has to be
Do
like
we even have those? What kind of
parotid glands.
are those?
Oh, absolutely. That's the parotid glands are the ones that are doing all the salivary fluid, not the mucus
okay,
fluid,
okay.
right? That's when your mouth starts watering and you
Okay,
get
okay.
this conditioned response.
Oh, one of the sets of
Pavlovian, conditioning, for example.
Okay, I don't
so-
have all the types of glands, of salivary center glands.
So there you go. I think that's it right here.
Which one? That guy there? Oh, this guy around.
And see, it's like
Cool,
right
shows
outside
up.
the oral cavity.
Yeah.
And it's responsible for secreting a lot of the salivary fluid, which is it's watery. It's not so
Right.
much mucus, it's just
right,
watery.
It's mostly water.
Yeah. So you get those amylase and some of the lipases, coming off of there.
And
Okay.
yeah, it's just mostly water and some
So-
enzymes.
Okay, cool.
ions.
So that would be really cool to show, and it's easily testable, right? So
Yeah.
there's the ear, Amanda. So you just go like, I don't know, like by a finger that way, and
You try to
just
expose it carefully. Yeah.
and expose it carefully. All right. Let me see if they have a picture in here where they show that, like in a real pig. Tongue, external nair. Oh, okay. So they're showing like all of that. All right. Well, okay, that's fine. And the parotid gland, like it's really. So I think you can even see actually part of the. Yeah. So I cut. You see that there's a connection here that goes straight through the muscle. It has a duct that goes. You can even, if you do with your tongue, like
What am I
that,
looking for?
right by your second molar. There's like a little weird thing in there, and that's the duct of the parotid gland.
You mean the lower jaw?
The upper jaw.
Upper jaw.
There's a tiny bump.
Oh.
If you can touch a bump up there with your tongue,
Maybe. I don't know.
I can.
My mouth is weird.
Maybe my bump there is.
Maybe you
Gigantic.
salivate a lot.
That would have been good to know before middle
salivate.
school, so that I could have been significantly better at producing saliva to gleek on people, because that was totally cool when I was in middle school. I wish I'd known these things
Switching
then.
saliva is easy. All you have to do is chew on your tongue.
Yeah. Okay. The reason why I
That's
know
all
this
I need.
so much about the parotid gland is because my wife in dental school, so they had to. So she would bring that head thing and we'd go. We're like, okay, this is where it goes. Blah blah blah. Shut
Go
up.
through it over and over again.
Over
Yeah.
and over.
Okay,
I only
so
exposed the right lung. The left lung's still in there.
Right.
Maybe inside the
so
portal.
like some serous membranes, you can see it up here, like the pericardia that surrounds the heart here. The pericardial cavity is right here, obviously, but that's the serous membrane, and also in top of the heart there, that's the serous membrane.
Yeah.
They both secrete that hyaluronic acid that it's just like friction, it reduces the friction in between the organs.
Yeah.
But so it's pretty thin. Wow, that's a really nice. So I was wondering if we can see Aleo, like where esophagus and stomach join together.
Oh boy. Yeah, there should be a little hole in the
Okay, yeah, there it is actually. Cool.
where it goes through, right? Yes.
There's the esophagus,
There it
yeah.
is. Alrighty.
So I think that'd be really cool to show also. There's the esophagus, connects with the stomach underneath, and the liver is just covering the stomach always.
Yeah.
On the left side, usually is the stomach there.
No.
And unfortunately, I think it's really hard on a pig to show where that pancreas is. Maybe the pancreas is like. Let's see. There's the amenta. All right. So the amenta
Those are like those
that
straps
wrap
that
around.
drive the
Yeah.
liver. Or
There
the
you go.
stomach?
There's the. You really can't see that. So there's the mesenteries right here. This layer that, keeps the small intestine tethered to the body are the mesenteries, which are, these double serous, membranes in there. So, and you can see it like, so if you really grab the small intestines, you see that? That's You see those stringy things there?
Oh, yeah.
That's all the mesenteries.
okay.
All right. And look at that, how they just wrap it like a little tree like that.
Yeah.
All the mesenteries. So make sure that you show those as well. This is what I'm talking about, these striated here. And that's just a serous membrane wrapping around. And inside those are all the blood vessels, right, and nerves that go through there to the intestines and wrap it around. In other words, the gut brain is, most of its nerves are going through these mesenteries in between the two serous membranes. Inside, it's all like loose areolar connective tissue, very delicate, and lots of interstitial fluid in there. Okay. And anything else that I can think of? I really hope to show Aleo the kidney and the ureters, if we
Oh,
could.
there's a kidney there. I don't know.
Yeah.
The ureter and bladder may be a little harder, but they should be also there.
Oh. Oh, this is so gross.
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay, oh, there he is. All right.
You find, oh, there is the ureter. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So that's the ureter right there. And it's kind of thick. And then it just runs
Down to the bladder.
runs all the way down to the bladder,
Which,
I think it's this,
the big guy, yeah?
yeah, right here, like where I cut it. This part right here, that's the
Okay.
bladder. Yep, there's the
Okay.
ureter, and there's the bladder down here.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's the urethra, I think. This must have been the urethra right here, and comes out. Well, there's the urethra, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
Ureter, right.
You see this big thing right there?
Yeah.
And it goes actually through here.
Yeah.
There is. Let me just see something here. How big is this bladder? I just want to. Can you give me forceps somewhere? Okay, thank you. Do not mess the snails. Well, this thing must have been connected. Damn it, it's hard to know where it's connected after it's cut. Where was it connected? Yeah, I think it must have been connected right there. Down here. It has to be. It's like a. Okay. Can I sit down for a second?
Oh, of course, sorry.
That's I can see the large intestine there, and that's where it looks green because of all that bilirubin that gives the feces the kind of appearance of green. It's just the dead byproduct of hemoglobin that turns into stercobilin. Yeah, but that's. That's.
Are you gonna make a YouTube video set?
Yeah, I've been posting.
You're going to be on the internet, Bill. Or your voice is.
Hi, Squeaky.
On the interweb.
I'm wondering if there's a renal.
What are you looking for?
Renal for the pig? Should be in here, right?
Look on the other side of this.
Okay. So there you go. That's the big, gigantic one. And that's the inferior mesenteric artery. Wow, that is the huge thing here. Then must have, yeah, right here. That's the big mesenteric artery right here. And I think I've messed up. That has to be it.